Hello student friends, today I can say about session 44. In this session we can explain about the types of oscillators and oscillatory circuits and essential of feedback LC oscillator. Now, the oscillators are classified on the basis of the types of signal they produce. Now, sine wave oscillators produces a sine wave output. Then the relaxation oscillators and astable multivibrators produces square wave and rectangular pulses. A sweep oscillators produces sawtooth waves. Now, the oscillators are again of two types, damped and undamped oscillators. So, damped oscillations first you can see here. In damped oscillations, the electrical oscillations whose amplitude goes on decreases or it may goes on increases with time. But in damped oscillation, the frequency remains constant. There is no change in frequency, only the amplitude goes on changes. Whereas in undamped oscillations, the electrical oscillations whose amplitude remain constant, as well as the frequency also remain constant as time passes. So this is the difference between the damped and undamped oscillations. In damped, the amplitude changes. In undamped, the amplitude remain constant. Now, next one we can see about the basic of this LC oscillator or tank circuit. A circuit which produces electrical oscillations of any desired frequency is called oscillator circuit. A tank circuit will produce electrical oscillations. A simple circuit consists of inductance L and capacitor C in parallel. It constitutes a tank circuit. In order to understand the principle of oscillation, the capacitor recharged from DC source as shown in figure. Now you can see this is a tank circuit, the capacitor and inductance. So this capacitor is first charged by connecting to the DC source. So it has been shown in figure A. So thus there is voltage across a capacitor and a capacitor has electrostatic energy. Now in figure C, now you can see here, when the switch is closed towards the inductance, the capacitor will discharge through inductance. Capacitor will discharge through inductance here. And the current will flow indicated by the arrow. I have shown an arrow. This is, suppose this is positive, the current will flow in this direction. The current set up a magnetic field around the coil now. The current set up a magnetic field around the coil. Due to inductive effect, current builds up slowly towards a maximum value. The circuit current when becomes a maximum, the capacitor becomes fully discharged. At this stage, the magnetic field energy around the coil is maximum. So this coil produces a magnetic flux, and due to magnetic flux, the magnetic field energy becomes maximum. Once the capacitor is discharged, the magnetic field will begin to collapse and produces a counter EMF or induced EMF. The result is that the capacitor is now charged with opposite polarity. Now see here figure D. So now the upper plate becomes negative and lower plate becomes positive, and hence the capacitor becomes fully charged again. When the capacitor is fully charged, it begins to discharge current flowing in the opposite direction. In figure D again you can see this is current flows in opposite direction. Capacitor fully charged and current is flowing. This charging and discharging result in oscillating current. The energy alternately stored in the electrical field of the capacitor and a magnetic field of the inductance L. This interchange of energy between L and C replaced over and again, resulting in the production of oscillations. So the charging and discharging of the capacitor and the magnetic field developed across the inductance, then there will be a damped oscillation will be observed. The frequency of oscillations of the tank circuit is determined by the constant of the circuit, such as inductance and capacitance, and which is given by F naught is equal to 1 upon 2 pi square root of LC. So this is briefly I explain how the oscillator circuit, that is tank circuit, operates. Now you can see the essential of transistor feedback LC oscillator. In order to obtain continuous undamped AC output from the tank circuit, it is necessary to supply the correct amount of power to the circuit. The most practical way to do this, to supply DC power to some device, we should convert it necessary AC power for supply to tank circuit. This can be achieved by employing a transistor circuit because of its ability to amplify transistor. Transistor is a very efficient energy converter, that is, it converts DC power to AC power. If the damped oscillations in the tank circuits are applied to the base of the transistor, it will result in amplified reproduction of oscillation in the collector circuit. Means you have to apply input to the base, output will be occurred across or observed across the collector. Because of this amplification, more energy is available in the collector circuit than in the base circuit. If a part of this collector circuit energy is feedback by some means to the base circuit in proper phase to maintain oscillations in the tank circuit, then losses will be overcome and continuous undamped oscillations will be occur. So this is the block diagram of the oscillator shown in figure. The essential components of the oscillators are tank circuit, transistor amplifier, and feedback network. So first I will explain about tank circuit. So this is a tank circuit. It consists of inductance L and capacitance C connected in parallel. The frequency of oscillation in the circuit depends upon the values of L and C. Then second part is amplifier, that is transistor amplifier. The transistor amplifier receives DC power from the battery and changes it into AC power for supplying to the tank circuit. The oscillation occurring in the tank circuit are applied to the input of the transistor amplifier. Because of the amplifying property of the transistor, will get increased output of oscillations is due to the DC power supplied by the battery. The output of the transistor can be supplied to the tank circuit to meet losses. So whatever the amplified output is there, fraction will be again feedback to the input here by using this feedback circuit. That is the last part, is feedback circuit. The feedback circuit supplied part of the collector energy to the tank circuit incorrect phase to aid the oscillations. That is, it provides the positive feedback. So in this way the circuit becomes oscillatory. So these are the essentials of transistor feedback, and you can get the continuous undamped oscillations. Thank you.